Not boom?
Yes!
Boom!
Boom! I can't. Okay. I can't do that. Okay. Hey!
Thank you.
Happy Sunday!
Happy Sunday.
Cowboys. Woo-hoo! They're playing. We're so excited for that. So we are here at my parents' tonight because we're coming over to watch the Cowboys game and we love to see them, and especially on Sundays. So welcome to their kitchen, and we thank them for letting us do this here.
Matter of fact, should we get a guest star in here?
Come on, Mom.
Guest star, Denise.
Dad is on
Don't make me come
the
get ya.
camera tonight, so we'll see how
Don't make
that
me come
goes.
get you.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
say hi.
So this is my beautiful mother.
Hi.
We love her
Trap her in here.
so much, and they're best friends.
And what are we making today?
Eggs, I think omelets.
Not, no,
Oh, ice cream.
not, we should be.
I do know how to make homemade ice cream. Can we do that one time?
Yeah, next
I
week.
do.
Next week.
Okay, so
Okay.
listen, shrimp gets a bad rap because of the high cholesterol.
No, it doesn't. There's 6 people in the world that think shrimp has too much cholesterol, and that's the same 6 people who care about the amount of carbs in bananas. It's her and 5 of her friends from college.
Okay, no, it really does get a bad rap. Seriously,
Eat
help
as
me
much
out.
shrimp as you want. Don't
No,
worry
you
about it.
cannot. No, then it really would affect blood cholesterol levels. But help me out. A lot of people think that shrimp is high cholesterol, so they don't eat it. Studies show that there is little, it can affect little amounts. But you do need to watch the serving size. And shrimp is such a great source of protein. It's lean. It has like 85 grams of protein,
Fun fact.
85 calories.
1 serving of shrimp, 1 pound of shrimp is 1 serving. So if you eat, that's a
Oh my
serving
God,
size.
I'm gonna get a
and
BS
one,
buzzer.
1 pound of shrimp has the same amount of protein as if you eat an entire domesticated house cat. That's a real statistic,
Okay,
yeah.
someday Chris will write a kid's book because his brain is
About eating house cats?
crazy, probably.
Okay.
No, seriously, the 85 calories, it has half the amount of selenium that your body should take in a day, which is awesome. That's good for inflammation, for heart health. Okay. It's good for, it has iodine in it, which is great for thyroid. What else?
Only matters
B12,
for women.
great for energy. Does not matter for women. Men and women need
Men
iodine.
don't have thyroid.
Anyway, so ceviche is great for things like this. Bring it to a football party. Bring it
Tailgate.
to a shower, a tailgate, make it for meal prep, because we are going to use some of that for meal prep. Plus, you look super fancy, and it's really lean, and you don't feel bad eating it.
It is a slight pain in the ass to cook with all fresh ingredients because there's a lot of chopping and dicing. Just a heads up.
Actually, if you get this new chopper that we have that we need to show you, it's not that bad.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Okay, and you can buy the shrimp already cooked, so it's really easy. You just get it in the freezer section,
Don't
put
do
it
that.
underwater.
No,
If
don't
you're
do it.
fancy like him, you'll do it raw.
Okay, so the way to cook shrimp: take off the shell, devein it, all that stuff. Bring your water to a boil. Have some sea salt, specifically sea salt, in the water. You put in the raw shrimp. The water will stop boiling. You let it come back up to a boil. Once it comes back up to a boil, you turn it off, and then you take the shrimp out and you put it over ice and you shock them, and that's gonna make your shrimp good. If you taste, or if you buy bagged shrimp to make this with, just don't do
Okay,
that.
or you guys know me, and I am like, it's time. We got time, so just buy it freezer bag, already cooked. Throw it under running water, and you are done.
And you'll
it's
never get
cheaper.
invited back to that dinner party.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay, so before she does this, because that's not right, what you do is you take half a cup of orange juice, fresh squeezed orange juice, preferably, a 1/4 cup of lemon juice, fresh squeeze, a 1/4 cup of lime juice, fresh squeeze. See what we've got here? Great. And then what you would normally do is you would take this, pour it over this, and you would leave it for 15 minutes. Now, we don't have 15 minutes because we don't want to put you through that much pain. So you would let this sit for 15 minutes, and it soaks in, and it kind of marinades, and then that would be that. Okay?
Thank you.
So we're going to add that in, and we're going to pretend like that's been in there for 15 minutes. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Then it's really simple. All the rest of these ingredients, you just throw in there and mix it up. Remember, let this sit for 15 minutes. But we've got jicama, which is, what's jicama?
Fruit from Mexico. A little bit higher in carbohydrates, so our 20-30 fast track clients, in your first 30 days, there are 3 ingredients that you wouldn't normally have in this, but you could still have it the way it is. We'll get to that later, but jicama's great.
This tastes like an apple that you forgot to put flavor in and then sprinkled dirt on. Not in a bad way, but it's a tasteless apple that tastes like dirt. So that's
I think it's refreshing.
Half cup.
It's a great source of fruit,
Half
and it's
cup.
great on salads.
Half cup of dirt apple. Check.
Okay.
Okay? And then 2 jalapenos, cored and seeded. I leave the seeds, some of the seeds in, some of the core in because it needs to be spicy because it's better that way, but this is 2 jalapenos. Okay, put that in. This is a 1/2 cup of red onion, just diced, nice and easy. Bingo. This is a 1/2 cup of cilantro, same thing, diced.
Wait, that's a 1/2 cup?
Yep, I just packed it in there.
Nice. I
Nice and
obviously
easy.
did not
Yeah.
do the cutting.
Who prepped this meal? I wonder. That's weird.
He's a really good sport for me.
And then, so I have no idea if this is the right amount of tomatoes. It said you're supposed to do like 4 full-size
Right.
tomatoes that's cut up and de-seeded and all that, but I don't like the way those tomatoes taste because they're gross. So these are like the cherub tomatoes that are nice fancy colors that I didn't de-seed because that's silly. You put this in here. Then you just mix all this up, and I'm about to make a huge mess, but that's all right because this is only being eaten by us, not anybody else.
So you can add avocado to this. So with our program, we find out what foods you're sensitive to, your body's sensitive to. Avocado is so good for you, and it's a great source of fat. Actually, I just read a blog on that. But we found that Chris has a food sensitivity to avocado. What does that make you do again?
Believes that God has a hilarious sense of humor.
Okay, got it.
For
So
giving me a
you can
free
add
avocado.
avocado to this. We are not because of that.
Keep going.
Plus, this is great the way it is.
Yeah, so this is really good. We've got some more shrimp that I'm probably going to add to this after the video because that's what's needed. But
Yeah.
Danielle's all about health and serving size, so we're going to pretend like we're not eating all that shrimp. So, also very important. I don't know what I was going to say.
Yeah. So you again make this for anything. Next week, guys, we're gonna do an air fryer chicken recipe, which is, Dad, you want to move that camera right through there? Ta-da! Already set up. But we are gonna do it live next week. That's just what we are making for our food prep next week, so that way you guys know what's coming. Air fryer is super easy, but we'll also tell you how to bake it in the oven. What were you gonna
I
say?
remember. Okay, I've pre-salted all of this.
Of course he has.
So I put salt in the orange juice and the lemon juice and the lime juice and the jicama and the tomatoes.
You actually don't need
Cilantro, salt, you do. So
You really
pre-salted it, but now you're gonna go and you're gonna finish with salt and pepper to taste, and then eat it with nut thins because it's like eating crackers, but you don't get fat.
Gluten free. Yeah, you don't need the salt. You can salt after, because why salt it before when you don't know what it tastes like? It's kind of like when you do that to like mom's cooking. You don't want to salt at the table. You taste it, then you add the salt, and you know it's nice. And
Buzzer.
all right, guys, thanks so much for watching. We hope you have a great Sunday. Go Cowboys!
Eat as much of this as you want.
Actually, no, eat about a cup, and that would be your serving size. Thank
Eat
you.
as much as you want.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.
That's good because the power's about to go out.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
That was great.
Did
Well,
we
that
have a
was
lot of
great.
people?
There are a lot of people jumping on. A lot of people.